are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Karl
This is all just for the radio.
and Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? This is the only show about social media that will settle the Minneapolis protester controversy once and for all. I'm your host, Karl. With me, as always, is Blind Mike Geary. What's up, Mike?
Glad we're finally addressing Minnesota. I was looking forward to getting into that.
Yeah, well, it's what everyone in our
About time.
Discord wants us to be talking about.
Good.
You know, there are rumors going around that the Patriots fans are rooting for the Broncos, and that I won't be reading your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat, and of course, I don't read so good. So feel free to take advantage of the super tip system by going to supertip.gg/WATP. That's the way you can participate in the show. Also support Mike and me as we do our weekly Who Are These Socials, now at a new time earlier on Thursdays. If you're watching live on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel, we appreciate you all being here, watching along with us. Now, Mike, the way we start off this show is the same every single week. People like consistency. You know, they don't want the time of the show to change. They don't want the format to change. They don't want the same locales you talk about over and over again to ever change.
That's right.
And we keep that consistency going by starting off our show every single week with a little bit of banter.
Karl and Mike gonna talk about what they like. They're gonna chew the shit, as it's been said. And you know when you get to this part of the show, well, it's time for the banter. 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 All right.
And actually, before I get into the banter, Germ42 coming with a super chat.
Yay, super chats.
And Germ actually have some stuff from Germ in the show today that Germ put into our Discord. But Germ says, Louis J. Gomez and Blind Mike Geary, best comedy duo since Otto and George. Karl is gay, go Pats.
I
The
appreciate
reason why I popped that up is because that was the banter I wanted to begin with, was, of course, the great Louis J. Gomez, the rattlesnake, gets the link and comes on Blind Mike with Tukey on Sunday morning. Hopefully everybody caught that. It was very exciting to hear Louis J. Gomez go on there and talk about the Dabbleverse.
It was very funny because I got a lot of comments and people messaging me and being like, well, you finally got him on. And I had Lewis on like 5 years ago and just no one watched it at that time. So I've spoken to Lewis many times over the years. But the cool thing to me was that he was watching the show and knew it well enough to describe it how I would hope someone would describe it.
Yeah.
That actually touched me. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That was fantastic. I really appreciated that. He's like, you know, Mike, I recognize you as you're not just like a guy like shitting on things. You really appreciate comedy. You love this whole scene and you report on what you're seeing here and you do a great job of that.
Which also tells me that he's not like I mean, I'll talk about it on my show. I'm assuming you talked about it yesterday, the Whitney Cummings meltdown.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing.
Well, so like people like that are just like anyone who's ever criticized me is a troll or a racist or whatever, like, you know, extreme they leap to. It's like, well, you're all against me and fuck you. Like Lewis, I appreciate that he could hear that and be like, oh yeah, like you shit on some comedians, you don't shit on others. Like he doesn't seem like a guy who's so sensitive that if he hears someone, you're just jealous. You hate everyone, you know?
Which is how all comedians should be. And that's the crazy thing about how Whitney Cummings reacts to these things, is that she talks down to people. She insults them. She got to the point, it's on WATP, our most recent episode we did yesterday, but we break down her addressing the view count she's getting, the inflated numbers of views that she gets.
It's our fault somehow.
It's our fault. And what's great is that she talks about how, well, we don't get as many comments because our viewers have a life and families and better things to do with their time than be commenting on a YouTube video. So it's like, not only is she insulting like me and you and all these other channels that are commenting on how many views she's getting, but she's also saying that all the people who watch us are shitheads too.
And it's like, well, our viewers have a life. It's like, but they're listening to the show, right? or watching the show. It's on YouTube.
Right.
They're watching the show. Like, I don't know.
There's 1.2 million of them watching the show. So
There's going to be a few of them who are bored at the time.
yeah. No, it was insane. She had every excuse. She over-explained things. She's like, well, the reason why we don't get comments is because we're buying advertising and people might come in and not be that engaged and hop out. I'm like, great, that is the answer. Thank you. Moving on. She's like, and also because these shit dicks who comment on these other videos all are losers who have nothing going on in their lives. Like, all right, well, Whitney, you lost me now. What are you doing?
Yeah. So Lewis is the best at that. Like, he is the best at engaging with that stuff without devolving into becoming the commenters he hates, you know?
Yeah, and he's stayed very grounded through his rise, and he's a hardworking guy. You got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
There were some funny moments. I really liked when, Lewis is not a guy who's going to shit on people.
Yeah.
So you guys are asking, what do you think about Kevin Brennan? What do you think about Cedric John? Whatever. And Lewis made a comment. He's just like, KB and Chad Zumock, they're funny comedians, and Tukey without missing a beat just goes, Chad?
No, he didn't even do that. He went, Like literally the best reaction was a noise. It wasn't even a word that he said. And it was maybe my favorite moment in the whole episode.
It was great. It was very funny because, like Lewis just trying to be like, hey, let bygones be bygones kind of thing.
I'm glad Tukey was there too, because Lewis was kind of shitting on aspects of the Dabbleverse that Tukey is more aware of than I am. So I was glad he was there to add some of that stuff too.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. People should go check that out if you haven't watched or listened to the Blind Mike Project, the most recent episode, because having Tukey on there was already a fantastic episode to
I know
begin
that
with.
was a big get. Yeah,
It was. I was excited already, and then when Louis J. Gomez popped on, that was great. I want to talk about something that we hit on last week, and it kind of left me with blue balls and a lot of other people with blue balls. Ooh. We were playing Keenan Bank. And we gave out $10,000 and we were like, wow, this is exciting. And you're like, but check out this one, Carl. And I was like, that video's been removed.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And we were like, fuck, it's finally, he gets his comeuppance. Yeah. And it's been deleted. Well, thankfully, Sweaty in our Discord.
Oh, thank you.
Posted it for us. Thank you so much, Sweaty. So here is the video that we missed last week. Okay. Where the thing that we want to see happen to Keenan every time. And I'm shocked that he finally posted it.
All right.
I'm like really hungry. Is there anything I can get for like $2? Like something cheap?
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. They told me we don't have anything here that we can really sell for around that price.
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's a Tim Hortons just down the road. I know you can get bagels there for like $3.50, I think.
So I should just point out, he's walking into a restaurant that's, got a full bar, got the big sit down area, dining room area. It's going to be in Canada, it's going to be like $20 to get a meal or something there. And
hey, can I bother everyone for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
I have $2. You're like, well, why'd you come into this restaurant then, idiot? There's no reason for that. So even she's just like, I don't know, there's Tim Hortons, there's other places you can buy food,
Anywhere else, yeah.
Yeah. Not a sit down restaurant.
Food place or...
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Is this a social media challenge?
No,
About coming into a place and they do, I'm assuming, are you recording this? Or?
It's a body camera, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
You record all the places you go to?
I was just hungry. I was wondering if I could get something to eat.
Right.
I only had $2.
Right.
You're just hungry.
Okay. That's why we don't play games like that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a menu, we got staff to pay, we got everything. You only have $2 on you, right? I feel bad for you, but we just can't. Everyone that comes in, just give them $2 worth of food, or
makes
else,
sense,
right?
I thought maybe like a piece of bread for.
Yeah. No, we don't have just a slice of bread on our menu. Like what?
See, I like this manager. He's like, is this a social media challenge or something? Like, what are you doing here? And then for Keenan to be like, well, I thought maybe a slice of bread. You can buy a whole loaf of bread. You get $2. Go to the fucking grocery store.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, I thought maybe a slice of bread. And I love this guy. Well, we don't have bread on the menu. That's not a menu. Fucking beat it. Go to a soup kitchen.
Yeah. No, we don't have just a slice of bread on our menu. Like, why don't you try like a cheaper place, like a McDonald's or something like that? You have a car here?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a car?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What kind of car you got?
Kia.
Oh, cool. That's a nice car. Yeah, I would definitely try a McDonald's or something, and then they could probably help you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't help, buddy.
All right, cheers.
Okay. Was that the video?
It was.
Okay, great. I'm so glad that we saw that because This guy handles this very well. He's like, oh, you're recording this, so this is like a thing that you're doing, obviously. Yeah. This is a performance that I'm a part of. And he walks him right. He's like, oh, you get a car? Oh, you do have a car. Okay, cool. So you probably have more than $2. Great.
You got 2 legs? I can walk to your car.
Yep. And he opens the door for me. He's like, on your way, sir. Best of luck to you. Because
the other thing I liked about it is it kind of disproves Keenan's whole thing where it's like every video ends with like, well, do you have any message for the world? And everyone's like, just be kind. Like that's the answer to everyone's problem. This guy, Keenan's like, can't you just give me something for free? Mm-hmm. And this guy's like, no, I run a business. That doesn't make me a bad guy. What I sell these things to people. I don't give them out to everyone who's hungry.
He has a staff to feed or to pay.
Yeah, I do feed people. It's just not you.
Right. Yes, exactly. So it's crazy that he posted that and then decided to take it down for some reason.
Yeah, and then he reposted it, or this person just happened to find it?
Someone grabbed it. I don't know where they found it from.
Nicely done.
Yeah, someone posted it in our because this was just the video itself. It wasn't a link to it. So someone found it.
My guess would be he got comments like, boy, that's embarrassing, Keenan. Like, I think maybe, especially based on his interaction with the guy, I think maybe Keenan was like, wait till this guy gets it from social media. What a dick. He kicked you out, Keenan. And then I think he quickly realized, oh no, I look bad in this.
Oh, good call. You're right. I guarantee he was thinking this guy's going to get his comeuppance for not being kind.
Right. So we're going to take this guy's business down, right? That's part of the be kind movement.
Right. Like, no, that's not what we do here. Oh, fuck. My bad. I got another note based on some of these guys that we cover pretty often here. Mark wrote me in, told me he's familiar with us from Drew Lane. Thank you very much for that. Ooh. He says, I have something that I think you'd be interested to cover. John CERASANI's YouTube, and I don't know if we've looked at his YouTube in a little while, but he now has 569,000 subscribers.
Yes, it's skyrocketed. He's done very well.
So you know about this, then, huh?
Oh, yeah. Because I remember him talking about having YouTube success. And to be fair, he was using that more when he got, I don't know, banned or shadow banned from Instagram or something. Mm-hmm. So he was like, hey, go follow me on YouTube. So maybe a lot of his followers went over there, but I don't know.
Well, I might have some answers for you. So this is John CERASANI TV, 2000% raise. And I'm just looking at the view count on these videos. So the most recent one,
1.7 million.
Hold on. Let me tell you the most recent 4 videos. You have 11,000, 14,000, 15,000, and then one less than 24 hours old is under 3,000.
Okay.
And all of them are gambling videos. There's Imposter at Red Rock. There's Double Deck Blackjack, where he's got 2 thumbs up in the thumbnail.
Nice.
Yep. He's got a New Year's special with his daughter.
Oh,
then you scroll back just a little ways. 4 weeks ago, 110,000 views. Off Strip Blackjack Gets Wild Part 1 is 107,000 views.
Oh.
Teaching Tori Blackjack, 552,000 views from 1 month ago.
Well, I'm so glad that's up because I'm like, how has Tori learned blackjack yet? So I haven't, obviously the rest of the world has, but I haven't seen it yet.
The thumbnail says first time at the table. I mean, who doesn't want to watch this? When I think of first times, I want to watch first time anal and I want to watch first time blackjack. That's hot.
What's Tori up to in her learning process?
There is BMX legend TJ Lavin joins John for High Limit Blackjack. That has 329,000 views. Another one with 291,000 views.
Why is he hit such hard times with the most recent video?
That's what I mean. Like, I'm just going back 2 months, 482,000, 448,000, 533,000. So I went over to the Social Blade app where you can look at what's going on with people's YouTube channels. Okay. And I decided to find out, like, how does he have so many subscribers? Why do these videos have so many views?
Yeah.
And there's this graph right here, monthly gained subscribers for John CERASANI TV. And around February of last year, 2025, all of a sudden he starts getting all these subscribers, 71,000 in 1 month.
Nice.
Yeah. In May, 48,000, June, 52,000, in July, 76,000, in August, 88,000 subscribers.
That was a big month
on his YouTube channel.
John.
Followed by 83,000 in September. And then it starts dropping off. October, 36,000. November, 13,000. December, only 4,000. So we see he's got all these subscribers, 569,000 total, but those videos were getting tons of views, and now they're not getting as many views. Well, if you scroll down to the next graph on here, monthly gained views for John CERASANI TV.
Ah, yes.
We can see that it looks like what John has done is he's put his money into views, like we were talking about Whitney before.
Oh, no.
He's taken his money out of buying subscribers, and now he's buying views because he was only getting so many views. Even in September, it was pretty normal. And then in October, 1.5 million views. In November, 1.9 million views. 913,000 views in December.
Now I have to ask, is there something going on with YouTube? Because why would all these people be so dumb as to do this so blatantly?
So YouTube, and I'm glad Whitney talked about this to some degree.
Yeah.
YouTube encourages this. Like they're selling advertising, and you can set up the ad campaign where you say, all right, what's your objective? Do you want more subscribers? Do you want more video views? Like you put in what you want, you put in the parameters of your target audience, and then it just pushes that out, and it gets you all these people to either click the thumbnail or click subscribe, whatever objective you have.
Okay.
It's not cheap. It's quite expensive. And I'm not surprised John CERASANI, because as I said, I think he's going to be broke.
He's got money. I don't know if you've heard that. He's got plenty of money, so don't worry about it.
I think he's going to blow it out, Mike. I have a feeling.
No. Once Tori learns the system and they split their winnings, it's going to be big.
He wants to be famous so fucking badly that he's blowing his money on it.
John, don't do it. If that's true, John, what are you doing?
I mean, it's
on YouTube. Make good content. It's not a big deal.
Right. Yes, it is the content that actually drives views and subscribers. Whitney will never learn that because her content is terrible. But I will say this is a better investment than Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura's vodka company, probably.
I don't know. I'd rather go the vodka route. At least a few people will get a buzz on or something.
Yeah. At least you'll get to go to a cool party and meet Joe Rogan, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, so that's what John CERASANI's up to. And if anyone's watching these videos and they want to suggest, because these videos are all an hour long, I can't watch a guy play blackjack for an hour.
I've tried. So yeah, neither can I.
Okay. So yeah, if anyone has, because even Mark, who reached out to me, was telling me there's certain parts where John gets really pissed off and he's yelling at people. I'd be interested in that.
Okay.
So,
yeah. It's disappointing. I suppose it's uncharted territory. I don't know that people at that level have really done it, but it still surprises me that I don't even think it was Whitney, but Whitney's team or John or any of these people. Why would you think we're so dumb that we're A, not going to notice that? And right. B, are people really going, oh, this video has 500,000 views? I'll make it 500,001. I got to watch this.
Well, I think there is something to that. I think psychologically, you see something that's popular, you're like, oh, this must be good. Right? Like Netflix gives you their top 10, or if you log into HBO Max.
The only time I'll look at views for other channels, if it's like a podcast I like and I notice like their views are going up, I'm like, oh, good for them. I'm not like, thank God I'm cool because I'm watching something that's getting a lot of views.
I hear what you're saying, but also if you do see something like Two Bears, One Cave, and like say you're a fan from day one.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that like, wow, we used to have 500,000 people watching the show, and now I'm one of 84,000, and now I'm one of 62,000. Like, you notice that sort of thing.
That makes sense. That makes sense that way. Yeah, you're not wrong. And I guess a guy like John, if his videos are getting 11,000 views or whatever, I guess he would look at it and be like, oh, this is embarrassing. People are going to say no one likes me. So yeah, I suppose for ego, there's something to it.
The problem with John is that he's deciding to like spend money and then not spend money and then spend money and not spend money. So that's what gets like really fishy looking when you're like, wow, he gets 500,000 views and then last week was 2,000. Oh.
He thought he was going to vision board his way and actually getting 500,000 views a week.
Yeah, the problem with using advertising to drive viewership is that you have to keep paying for it. It's not a thing that's like, well, now that I have the branding out there, people are just going to be finding it on their own. Apparently not.
Right.
Apparently not the case.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. I think it's time for a game on the show.
Guess the sound, Mike. Guess the sound, blind Mike. Will he get it? Will he guess the sound, Carl? Will he guess the sound right?
This is a challenging one this week, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
This one comes in from GSD LMI. And I'm going to play the video. No one can see it yet. Mike will get 2 yes or no questions to ask me, and then we'll pop the video up, play it again, and Mike will try to guess what we're listening to here.
Play ball! The streaker! The streaker! The ref! Ew! Let go!
Mike, get any questions about what you just heard?
I have several.
Okay.
Limited to 2.
Yes. I'll give you a third on this one.
Does it involve a sporting event?
Yes.
It does. Okay. Is there an animal involved?
No.
Do I actually have a third? I'll use it.
Beef Drippin says orgy at Ricadas. It's not an orgy at Ricadas.
No,
I had that.
So they hit the goal at Ricadas one night.
That would be on our Patreon if we had that.
Is one of the gentlemen being injured?
Kind of.
Okay. Let me hear it again, I guess.
All right. Let's someone's got it right in the comments.
Wow, really?
I wonder if they've seen this before, because I don't know how you would get this right, but there's someone who's got it right in the comments. I'm going to pop it up on the screen, and we'll hear it again.
Play ball! The streaker! The streaker! The ref! Ew! Let go!
Mike, guess the sound.
So the first thing it sounds like right out of the gate is like a golf ball going into the hole.
Okay.
It lasts too long to be that.
Right.
But there's something rattling around in a cage or something. Boy, I don't know.
This is tough.
I'm gonna guess maybe something like an extreme version of what those Dude Perfect guys do, like some ridiculous trick shot or something like that.
Oh, okay. What this is, Mike, there's 2 guys playing soccer with a bowling ball on concrete that's covered in Legos, barefooted.
That was my next guess.
And then
when I get
and then after they score a goal, barefooted on Legos with a bowling ball, a midget runs out in just underpants and starts running around, and the guy picks up the midget and starts running on the Legos barefoot with a midget in his arms.
That is expanding on Patrice O'Neal's idea. He said the way you make bowling an actual sport is have midget goalies. So
perfect.
I think they're onto something.
So I would watch this sport for longer than 29 seconds. I'll tell you that. I was
sounds exciting. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's head over to Instagram.
Blinded like Blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like Blind Mike. Check out these reels. They might make you want to fight.
I have an important news alert that the following video.
This dude is fucking corny.
And he's going to let us know.
You're not charismatic.
That's right. The great Michael Rapaport has an announcement to make for us.
Oh, yeah.
Special announcement. I am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I, Michael Rapaport, will be running for mayor of New York City in 2029. You got Zoran the moron now, but have no fear. Mayor Rapaport will be here. You like them apples? How does that roll off your tongue? Mayor Rapaport, born and raised in New York City. Born and raised in New York. Born and raised. I came out of my mother's womb. New York Hospital. Okay, I will be running my campaign on the fact that nothing will be free. I will do my best to make New York City affordable, but you will be getting nothing for free. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. Okay, I will do my best to make New York City safe, affordable, and thriving. But every single time I make a mistake, I will acknowledge it, I will apologize, and I won't do it with a shit-eating grin. Okay, I'm going to be the best mayor for New York City, for the people of New York City. I'm born and raised in New York City. I'm coming. No Diddy. I am coming to take back New York City. Mayor Rapaport. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's happening.
I think he wanted to work in the no Diddy. I don't know if that made sense.
It really didn't.
Context. Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
You're more familiar with this guy, I think, than I am. Is he kidding, or is this going to be a real thing?
It could be a real thing.
Well,
I'm familiar enough with him that I think that he does wacky shit like this for real.
It's amazing that all these celebrities that hate Trump, their first answer is, well, I'll make a spectacle of myself and completely ruin my local election.
JFK Headchuck says, great, another black New York City mayor. No. It's actually Jewish. Listen, I'm glad you pointed that out because I like Michael Rapaport as much as the next guy. But we have to stop with celebrity politicians. Like Jesse Ventura, governor of Minnesota. That was fun. We all had fun with that.
Yes.
Sure. Arnold in California, not as much. Like, okay, that's getting stupid.
Yeah.
That said, I'm voting for this guy over Andrew Cuomo every day of the week.
Boy, Cuomo can't catch a break. A socialist and Michael Rapaport, and no one wants him.
That's very true. So
yeah, I just hate Michael Rapaport. He just seems like such a douchebag to me. And then when I was like, oh God, that's going to be insufferable. But I'm going to have to watch, of course. I have to watch all the stupid horse shit he does during this.
Ever since he said the day Portnoy bleached his asshole, I've been a fan of Michael.
You know, it's weird. We should be friends, he and I.
Right, I know.
Reviews, but
guys have that in common. But,
yeah.
I liked him when he was on Howard Stern's Fantasy Football League, busting J.D. Harmeyer's balls and all those guys.
Yeah. He's a good actor, but
he's a good actor.
Stick to that, maybe.
Well, that's the thing. People think they can run a city. Like, why? Why would you think that ever?
That's what I mean. It's like, oh, we got to get this idiot Trump out of office. You know who would be great? Me.
Yeah. Like, why? What do you mean?
Why? You're also a moron.
Right. Just because that person sucks doesn't mean you're good.
In fact, like Michael Rapaport is so much dumber than Donald Trump. It's not even close.
Right. All right. Let's move on. So, Dad Gummit in our Discord posted this for us from a guy named ERVIN SWIRVIN PERVIN. And this is a guy who likes to do lists. This is a top 3 list that he's going to give us.
These are the top 3 best trees to fuck. Coming in at number 3 are pine trees. Pine trees are good when you have no other trees to fuck. Make sure the pine needles don't get into your urethra. You'd have to put your whole finger in there to pull them out. That hurts worse than the fucking pine needles. And I'm speaking from experience. Unless you're into that kind of stuff. Fingers in your piss hole. I'm not into that kind of fucking stuff.
You into that stuff, Mike?
I like that he's out. He's like, I'm not into that shit, as if someone else suggested it. Like,
right, yeah.
You brought
it up, sir. Also, there's other ways to remove pine needles from your urethra than just using your finger to gouge it out, I would think.
It's good advice. It seems unnecessary, but it's not bad advice, sir.
Right, well, let's see what the other trees to fuck are.
Yeah.
Stuff. Coming in at number 2 are apple trees. Apple trees are nice to fuck because you can eat the apples and keep your energy high while you're fucking them. You'll never stop if you eat all the apples. Coming in at number 1 are oak trees. Oak trees are easily the best tree to fuck. These trees provide the best feeling by far on your shaft. The way the tree grips around you gets you off real good. I'm currently engaged and expecting a child with my oak tree.
Wow. Congratulations, sir.
Oh, I'm disappointed it ended with such a hack take. We all think oak trees are the most fuckable. Like,
yeah.
Come up with something original, buddy.
Good point. That is a good point. Gerb says it sounds like Stan Lee. It does kind of sound like Stan Lee. Well,
oh yeah.
I mean, obviously Stan Lee is passed, but this guy's
an
close
interesting
to that
Marvel
as well. Yeah.
tree fucker.
He's got a lot of weird takes on things on Instagram. So that is ERVIN, SWIRVIN, PERVIN.
I like that guy because remember the guy we followed who made lists who was just like, he had no takes.
Mm-hmm.
He would list the top, it's like best states to ride a bike in. Number one, California. Like there was just nothing to it. This guy has takes and he tells you exactly why. I like it.
Right, because I would not have thought pine trees. Pine trees would be, they wouldn't make my top 20 trees to fuck. Let alone top
the worst,
3.
and his only reasoning was you get pine needles in the head of your cock, which doesn't, I don't understand why that was on the list.
That's enough of a deterrent for me, my friend.
Yeah.
But I guess, every tree is going to come with some shortcomings. I would imagine. All right.
That's true.
Let's move on to Hilaria Baldwin.
Yes, one of my favorites.
Oh, she's so great.
She's a delight.
She put out a very long video. I might skip around a little bit.
That's fine. You just need to get the gist to get to the other video, really, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
But she had to let us know what was going on in the is this the New York City subway station is where she is?
Evidently, yeah. Which
There's no way she's taking the subway, right?
I believe she goes on the subway solely to make Instagram videos about the good deeds she.
Okay, that would make sense then. Take it away.
I just got out the subway and as I was leaving, I noticed that this woman was getting stopped by 2 police officers. One of the police officers seemed pretty professional, and then the other one was really agitated. And this woman was very scared and probably, comes up to here on me. I'm almost 5'3", so she's a very small woman. And I could tell that there was a language barrier. So I got closer and I asked her, do you need help to translate? And she said, yes, please.
Oh, that's her superpower. This woman who grew up in Spain, who speaks Spanish very fluently. This is perfect.
It reminds me of Peter Griffin trying to speak Italian.
Yeah, that's right.
Hilaria's like, I could be of some assistance. And she's just saying nonsense.
As long as there's not a cucumber mentioned in the story, she'll be fine.
And so I started translating, and the issue was that she's going to pick up her daughter in school, and she was using her daughter's student Metro card, and she thought that was
okay. So the cops are busy with a person using a student Metro card in the subway. Sure.
I hope they put her in prison.
That's a good use of their time. Okay.
That we have a level of privilege, and right now I think more than ever we have to look around and see those people who need our help. And whatever we can do, whether that's, just staying with them. Like I stayed with her until they left. And I wanted to make sure that she was heard and understood. And she really just wanted them to explain what's the rules of using this card as well. And so to be able to give that kind of information and to...
Are we going to arrest her before Hilaria got there? Is that what we're to believe?
This is insane. I didn't realize that this is what they were policing down in the subway. I thought it was more, homeless guys pushing people out of the tracks and setting passengers on fire. I thought that was what they were concerned about, but no, they're arresting this woman.
One of two things was happening. Either the cops were helping her figure out what card to use or whatever, or they were reading this woman her Miranda rights, and then Hilaria came and
stop right there.
Spoke Spanish and English to enlighten all cultures.
Yes. This is a misunderstanding. We don't like misunderstandings. We just arrest people when that happens.
De-escalate a situation, which, probably happens every single day in this city. Yeah. So anytime we see somebody who might need our help and we have that ability to even just stand with them or to help a message be conveyed of what's going on and just be another person, I feel like that's a nice thing. And again, one of the officers was really, really nice and really understanding, especially once they could understand each other. And then, then there's the other one was a little bit more not as nice.
Oh, he was gun drawn?
Almost like a good cop, bad cop, Hilaria? Is that what the scenario was, you fucking idiots?
They were trying to break her. They wanted answers out of this lady.
Come on, I know you're not using that Metro card on purpose. I know you just grabbed the wrong Metro card. Fuck that! This bitch is using that Metro card every day. She knows better.
My question is, so these two cops clearly only speak English, but based on the situation. The woman only speaks Spanish, obviously.
Yes.
What is the cop angry about? Where he's like, come on, you motherfucker, give us the answers we want. Like, what's this guy getting angry about? There's not even a situation that Hilaria presented. Evidently, this lady used the wrong card to get on the subway. For some reason, the cops, a team, two partners took that in their own hands to try and solve.
She almost got a $2 discount, Mike. Could you imagine we just let people $2 off right in the subway?
If Hilaria didn't walk by, how long would they have stood there speaking two different languages to each other?
Until she learned English. That's why this cop was getting impatient. He's like, let's go. Let's figure it out here.
How many pesos do you have, sweetheart?
El money-o? It's crazy to me that no good deed can be done without blurting it on your social media. All these fucking celebrities do this shit.
It's the only way it makes it a good deed, actually, is doing it and not putting it on your social media. Anything else seems a little selfish.
Well, I think this is all from guilt. Like, Hilaria has no talent, and she provides nothing of value to the world, and yet she has everything. And I think she feels like a shithead because of that. Right. So, like, you and I could potentially do a good deed. I'm not saying that we ever do, probably not, but, you know, we could potentially do a good deed.
I think
and neither of us would ever go to social media and explain that we did that thing because we're like, whatever. But Hilaria,
I'll tell you, part of the reason is I just wouldn't think to do that. That's not my lifestyle, really. But the other reason is, if I do this, if I put my camera in my face and go, guys, you're not going to believe how generous I am. People are going to be like, either he's lying or he wants us to compliment him. Like, why is he doing this?
Right. Yeah. What's the end game? Like, for example, I started doing a podcast with my retarded friend, Vinny Paulino, because I felt like the poor guy, you know, he's never going to get an actual podcast partner. Why not? You know, I'll do that for charity's sakes. I've been doing this for years now with this idiot. And I don't go around taking credit for it. You know, I'm not like posting every day like, hey guys, I'm carrying Vinny through another episode of the Creep Off. I'm holding his hand through another one.
This is ugly. I don't want to tune into the Creep Off and find out I'm being spoken of this way.
Vinny's our guest on WTP this weekend. We love Vinny. Right. So what's great is that there's a comment that comes up under this video. And I didn't see the second one that Mike sent over. I just saw this and I was like, why the fuck is she telling us this? Why does she think she needs to explain what a great person she is? So she gets a comment that says, if more than 2 people have to know about your good deed, you did it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
So this is her response, rather than just respond to the comment section of that.
Completely
or not at all.
Completely fair, not nasty. You might scroll by that and go, well, that's not why I did it. You know what I mean? Like, you could argue with it in your head, but didn't warrant anything.
Right. Well, so anyway, she decides to make a whole video response to that.
Of course.
This comment is the exact reason why I almost didn't share that video about this woman.
You were so close, Hilaria. You could have done the right thing.
You guys almost missed out.
What an asshole. This is why I almost didn't share that self-serving video that I made.
This woman in the subway with the police officers. We've been taught that when we do good, we shouldn't talk about it too much because then we're doing it for the wrong reasons. I'm out and about in the city all the day. I live in a city like New York, so I see everything and I get involved in things when I feel that I can make the situation better. I'm always afraid to share them because people are going to say, oh, well, they're going to say that you're...
that woman. She's a vigilante in the streets.
She's a superhero.
She's like Bernie Getz.
She's like Spider-Man, just web slinging through the city until she sees crimes being committed.
There's someone struggling with a sign that's in Spanish. I'll tell you what that says, citizen.
Her only superpower is something you can do with your phone very easily. Translate Spanish to English.
Right.
Share them because people are going to say, oh, well, they're going to say that you're sharing because you want somebody to pat you on the back. Now, when people say, hey, that was a really nice thing to do, of course that makes me feel good. But that's not the reason I shared that the other day. The reason I shared it the other day is because we're living in times when a lot of times we are not going to help another person because we're afraid, and rightly so. So I figured if I shared that story, that might be just this much of a little encouragement for somebody else when they see someone that maybe they will.
It's beautiful. This Hilaria Baldwin is helping people. Maybe an ugly schlub like me.
This is why I look to people who married famous celebrities. I want to know, like, what should my moral compass be in this situation?
There's, by the way, zero evidence that this woman was helped or even needed help.
Right.
She saw a lady talking to two police officers, for some reason injected herself, and was like, I don't know if the three of you know this, but I'm very fluent in Spanish. Let me dazzle you.
They're like, yeah, Hillary, we know you're very fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, you been back to Newton lately?
Yeah, we're familiar with your backstory, ma'am. Jesus Christ, this woman.
Peacefully and helpfully step in and let that person know that they're not alone. Now, if that affects one or two people out there, I'm so glad I shared that story.
So hold on a second. Let's figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Not only did she do a good deed for this woman when she needed her, but because she told that story, she's now creating good deeds that will go on for infinity.
Around the world, yes.
Right. She is paying it forward in dividends you and I couldn't understand.
Yeah, it's big of her to do that.
Could you imagine? Like, you should be embarrassed, right? You should be embarrassed when someone calls you out, like, really? You got to take credit for this stupid thing you did? And instead she goes, no, you don't understand. Me telling you I did a good thing was an even bigger good thing that I did.
It again, not to keep bringing up Whitney, but it's similar to the response the other day where, like, if I was called out like that, my response, it's where I'm glad I'm insecure about things, is like, because in my own head, I would be like, shit, does it come off that way? You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't mean it to come off that way, your thought would be, oh no, did I look like a selfish asshole? I didn't mean to do that.
I second guess myself without someone commenting on it first. So then when I see the comment, I'm like, fuck. Yes,
they saw right through me. Damn it.
Yep, I know. Not Hilaria.
No.
When I was pregnant with our youngest, I just returning from dropping the kids off from school. I was being driven. I was not on the subway. And I see a woman getting harassed by a man on the street. And I see so many people walking by and not helping.
Yeah, we got more good deeds going on. This is
and 4 or 5 good deeds.
And she was pregnant at the time. I mean, really going out of her way here.
Selfless.
We pulled over. I get out. I get in between them. I asked him to back away. He wasn't. So I grabbed her hand and we ran into the car. That must have been a really scary thing for this woman.
Him and said, hey, motherfucker, this is my town.
She kidnapped a woman who was ever going to argue with her boyfriend? Is that what I just heard?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
We
don't know the relationship, I guess. But
I grabbed her and brought her into my car?
Hilaria makes a lot of assumptions just walking by someone on the street.
Yes. Oh my gosh, are you TV's Hilaria Baldwin? Can I come with you?
How'd they give Baylen a second season and not you?
What's the scenario where this is the right thing to do?
And we ran into the car. That must have been a really scary thing for this woman, not just being harassed on the street, but also like some stranger came and like pulled her into a car. So I immediately introduced myself and did everything that you can in a bad situation to...
Hold on! I wasn't paying attention to the first time I watched this. So she literally knows that that's a weird thing to do, to walk up to a stranger, pull them into a car. And she's like, so I know I freaked her the fuck out. So I'm like, by the way, I'm a celebrity. It's cool. We have lots of money and stuff. Don't worry.
I signed a cucumber for her. She was delighted. It ended up being a great experience.
I would take that.
Try to give some compassion and love and ask her if she needed anything. We dropped her off where she needed to go. And that was that.
Where did you need to go? I was outside of my apartment. Can you just bring me back there? I was just about to go upstairs.
She's like a taxi cab now.
Yeah, what is that?
These are things that happen all the time in front of our eyes. And I saw people walking by in both of those situations without helping. I stepped in. Does that make me extra special?
Yes, of course it does.
No, it makes me someone who went in and helped. And that's it. So if I share these stories simply...
Wait. If it doesn't make you extra special, why mention all the people that were walking by and not doing anything?
Yeah. We're supposed to draw our own conclusions there. And she's like, no, I'm modest. You guys might come to different conclusions off this one, but I'm modest.
You could leave out all the people walking by doing nothing. And instead you could have said, now, probably anyone would have done this. But I just happened to be the one who was there. Instead, she said, I mean, thousands of people, a crowd of people said, fuck this lady. I hope she gets raped. Not me. I jumped in. Now, does that make me a hero? You be the judge.
Now, how many women would love to marry a Baldwin and live without having to work ever again with people, housekeepers and nannies and raising your kids? Thousands. But I'm the one who married him. Does that make me special? Not at all. No. Just, just a regular Joe over here.
For special? No. It makes me someone who went in and helped. And that's it. So if I share these stories simply to maybe say, why don't we all get a little bit more involved? That's my message.
I wish you'd get more involved in editing. She made a 3-minute video praising herself for helping out this woman over a nonsense thing. And then she made another 2.5-minute long video talking about how she made that video and how great it was.
Well, it's a lot to pack all that generosity into only 3 minutes is pretty. That's also brave of her in a way.
I suppose.
To be that succinct.
That's a good point. I like to be a little bit more succinct when I'm praising myself, but
most of my videos don't contain that much bravery. That's all, no matter how long they are.
Yay, super chats.
I disagree. When you saved those kids from Craig, that was very impressive. That was very brave of you, Mike.
I don't bring it up though, do I?
You don't. Supertip.gg/WATP is where Justriga is going to support the show with our favorite new Super Tip character, Slobbering Juan, coming in.
Hola, gringos. I work on trees. I never thought to actually fuck one of them. I will try to hook up with the sexy apple tree that keeps giving me the eyeball when I drive my bucket truck by it. It looks like such a horny slut. I can't wait to rub my churro on her buds. Unlike a human woman, she's got more than one vagina. Or what I think one is. Don't worry, I'll knock that tree up. I usually just prune them or cut them down. But since they are fucking, I can work on my conservation skills. Also, they can trash me since they don't know El Dabelverse doesn't exist. Viva El Duque.
Oh no, is Slobbering Juan part of El Dabelverse? I didn't realize. It's interesting. I think we're giving people the wrong message here. Don't fuck trees, guys. That wasn't the point of the video.
That guy seemed pretty into it though, and he seemed happy. So
yeah, listen, try anything once, I guess. Rambo 25, $10 says, Baylen Mike, are you aware that Jenny Jingles smashed a taco in Karl's face during the Bills playoff game last week during the Bills playoff game?
How does he mean?
Are you aware that Jenny Jingles smashed a taco in Karl's face during the Bills
food
playoff
item
game last week? That's what I'm wondering too. Do you think I go down on my wife when the Bills are winning?
Here, Karl, you need to pick me up. Get to work.
We had friends over. It would be, Trucker Andy was here, producer Chris.
These hamburgers get wild.
That'd be fucking nuts if that started happening. They're like, oh shit, the Bills are taking the lead. Let's get out of here. We know what's coming next. The weird thing about that comment is that Jen did make tacos though. That's why I'm like, were you here? I don't know who this Rambo 25 guy is.
Anywhere? How does this man know?
I took credit for the win on social media.
Okay. All right.
I took full credit. Joey C is the best, says Luis J. Gomez only likes Tukey and Mike, # Karl sucks. That is true.
I don't know that he said that specifically.
He didn't, but there's an episode of Real Ass Podcast.
Yes.
Where he essayed my wife.
Yeah. That's not a comment on you though. He just heard about these Bills wins and wanted to get in on it.
Yeah, he just heard about this taco smashing. It's like, that sounds fun. I get it, man.
Yeah.
That guy's horny. All right, let's head over to YouTube.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
The reason why we're going to YouTube is because Mike's been checking out Delete Lawz.
Oh, yeah. He's been, I have to say, relatively boring lately, but I watch his live streams to see if there are any nuggets. And I've noticed he's taken on a specific, I think this was the case last time we checked in on Chili DeCastro, where he's really leaned in to supporting specifically the black community. I don't know why, I'm not sure why that wasn't always his angle, but he has a very subtle way of talking to his brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah, it's quite subtle.
Yeah.
The title of this video, this live stream we done, all caps, please learn from me. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the title of it.
Who better?
Wow. So this has 224,000 views.
Oh, there's a similar. I almost brought his name up, but I figured we'd get here. There's a similar thing happening with Chili's YouTube than some of the other people we've talked about.
224,000 views, 100 comments.
Yeah. Well,
now
he has
I have a theory.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's a similar to thing that Opie's got going.
Correct.
So he does the vertical video and it shows up in the shorts on YouTube and he's live. So it just automatically goes into the shorts and people scroll through it.
You're absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay. So he's not getting a lot of engagement, but he's getting a lot of views. He's happy about that, which is good because he was suing YouTube last I knew. Also, hey, before I get into this, since you're on this beat, what's up with his board game? He was working day and night.
That's why I look specifically. That's why I look every week to see if this asshole's doing anything. And I've heard not word one of this board game.
He had a whole warehouse that he needed in order to build a board game.
Yes. Yes, he had a board game he was working on, like physically building, which seemed arduous. He was running for governor of several states.
Several, yeah.
There was something else hanging over Chili. Oh, the YouTube lawsuit. And I haven't heard any of them.
I've seen Amish people build a house that's less work than Chili building a board game.
Wow. That's how good it's gonna be. That's how much elbow grease.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it's that good. Anyway, let's get to this video. So this is the Please Learn From Me. Thank you. And we're going to find out that things are rough for Chili DeCastro.
Yeah.
Have you been to the dungeon? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been to the dungeon. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been put in torture cuffs. It's 1 for me. 1 + 1's 2. I got both. I've been drugged down to that dungeon more times than I can count. Before the camera phone, just so you guys know, I've always been the same person. Before the camera phone, I would see cops abusing somebody, and I didn't have a camera phone. And I would walk up to them and say, stop beating on him, right? They would just put me in cuffs, arrest me, and then let me go with no charges. That happened to me 10, 15 times, at least over a dozen. I remember one time I was with my first...
10, 15 times, over a dozen.
At least over a dozen, which is not 10.
Right, which is less. Yeah, okay, whatever.
First love, and we were in a...
Let me back that up. I like that he talks about his first love as if I don't give a shit about this aspect of the story.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was with my first love, and we were in...
Oh, what was her name? We don't care.
You suffered heartbreak, Chili? I don't like to hear that.
A big parking lot, and we were just talking.
How much of the date rape drug did you give that one? Fucking asshole.
She had no choice but to love me.
In a car, and a cop came up. So what are you guys doing? Oh, we're just talking. We're just working out our disagreements. And he called in. There's a domestic going on. That dirty pig put me in torture cuffs. I was so mad. Yeah. A lot of anger.
So this is what's weird about this guy.
What?
Is that he's constantly getting put into handcuffs, being detained. I got to tell you, I'm also a guy in this world. I might be about the same age as this dude. Never been in handcuffs in my life.
Yeah, but have you ever had cops just walk by your car when you're with another person?
Yeah.
That can be terrifying.
No, I've definitely had that, for sure.
And they don't pull you out and arrest you. Hey, you're in a cop. That's what's so disingenuous. And it's same with Hilaria, where it's like, tell a believable story. You know, like, don't just say, I was minding my own business in my car, so a cop comes up to me and arrests me.
Isn't that odd that he goes, I'm having a disagreement with my girlfriend, and he called her his first love, and then it turned into like they were having a fight.
Right.
And I'm guessing the fight is physical because the cop's like, we have a domestic.
Well, no. But based on Chili's story, it was just, we were sitting in the car. That's what I mean. Like, if he said, hey, and listen, it got a little heated and I raised my voice, but we were fine. You know what I mean? Like, if he threw in a detail like that, then it's somewhat believable. He paints the
she
picture
had a black eye, but she fell into a doorknob the day before. So, you know, that kind of thing happens.
Oh, you should have heard it, though. She was begging for it. I mean, she was really asking.
I guess my point is, if you're constantly being wronged by the authorities, as he claims is going on in his life, maybe the solution is inward, Chili. Maybe figure out what you could be doing differently in this world.
Stop being around the cops so much and putting yourself in a position where they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
All right. So this is where things get a little off the rails.
I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. I call these cops demons and bastards, and I really distrust all of them. I hate some of them. But I gotta say, right now, I am agreeing with the cop.
Whoa.
Oh my
He
goodness.
only hates some of them. That was already, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And now he's agreeing with a cop in a video that he's watching?
Well, you know what I always say. The best time to agree with a cop is when you got merch to sell.
Good point.
Just give him your fucking license, registration, and proof of insurance. Pull your trifold down that you got on DeleteLawz.com. If you can't afford the $20, I'll email it to you. You can print it yourself.
They're $20 now? Has that always been the case? For a pamphlet?
It goes back and forth. They're 10 and also 20. Sometimes he mentions, well, you'll hear. He's like,
okay, yeah.
If you don't have the $10, but they're $20 somehow.
Maybe it's the shipping and handling.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
And then invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Okay? It's $10 for the printable one on my website, but if you don't got the $10, obviously you can't even buy a gallon of gas. But if you don't, I will still email it to you for free. And I get those emails every day, people saying I don't have the money. And I don't say you can't buy 2 gallons of gas. I don't say that. I just email it to you. That's fine. That's fine. Listen, I sometimes...
Oh, good. He doesn't taunt you when you say I don't have the money for this thing. That's nice.
Why say that? Why offer them for free and then be like, I mean, I guess you're probably lying, or you're a poor bitch, but fine. I guess I'll send them to you. Like, why offer them for free if you're going to guilt them for asking?
No, he's not going to do that, Mike. He specifically said he's not going to make you feel like a shithead.
Oh, that's good.
Tell him
I was worried he might be fibbing and was sort of doing it right now. But
I mean, obviously, you were able to email me from a device that I assume is probably a smartphone, and you have a plan with your smartphone. You pay monthly, but well, whatever. If you can't afford $10,
can't afford $10, you're not going to get pulled over because obviously you don't have a car. But whatever. Okay,
whatever.
Gallons of gas. I don't say that. I just email it to you. That's fine. That's fine. Listen, sometimes I've needed free shit in my life.
I would email him for the printable version, but have you seen the price of printer ink?
Oh man,
it's I can't afford that. It's insane.
That's a good point. And how could you afford a computer if you need a free?
Right. And then in order to print to a printer, I need to have a Wi-Fi in my home. You know how much that costs?
God, every month they charge you.
What are we talking about? I hate this whole thing where he's just like, guys, I'm giving back to the people who can't afford $10. Don't talk to those people. If there's people who exist who want that product and can't afford $10, get them off the stream. You don't need them.
Hold on a second. If it's printable,
yeah,
can you just email it to all of them?
That's what he's saying. He goes, it's $10 to buy the printable one off my website. I assume it's a PDF.
I guess what I'm asking is, why can't he post it on his website for free? No one has to buy them.
Mike, listen, the guy's got to eat. He doesn't sell the date rape drug anymore. He got busted for that, so he's got to find new things to sell to people. Mike.
You see what I'm saying, though? You can just get it for free. There's no reason you need the physical copy. You can just email it to you. And we live in a time where you don't even have to print it. Just keep it on your phone.
That's a good point, too. You're right.
Why do I need to pay you $20 for this?
Why is there a trifold app that I could download? That's a good point.
That's the other thing, by the way. The trifold is just, because people might not remember what the trifold is.
Yeah.
It's just like things you should say to the cops when you're arrested. So
it's the list of steps.
Yeah. Chili's like, hey, print out the trifold and just show it to the police. You just read it and memorize it.
That's a good point.
Not that big a deal.
Yeah. It's like, I play blackjack. And when you play blackjack, you need to know like the scenarios of when you hit and stay or double or whatever you're going to do. And you can have the card. I'm not going to pay $20 to download it from Chili de Castro, or you can just memorize it. And that way you don't look like a schmuck when you're getting pulled over by the cops. They're like, license and registration. Like, hold on a second. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. Fuck.
Sir, I know my rights.
Wait, have you read me my rights yet? Fuck, I think I skipped ahead. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Start over again. Pull me over again.
You're on the wrong side. You got to flip over.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I started at number 7. Fuck me. I thought it was a 1. This clip from this video is fantastic. Okay. This really shows that Chili's, he's a little better than the rest of us.
Oh, that's true.
Horrible for black people when they drive in this country. You think it's bad for you and I with the non-melanation? For black people, it is far worse.
Breaking news, everyone. Breaking news on this channel. Driving while black is dangerous.
I hadn't heard that yet. I'm glad
to know.
Why hasn't this been his angle the whole time?
Seriously, he should be grifting this. This is the grift.
Shit, black people would love me for saying I hate the cops. Damn it.
And throw in the N-word a few times. You know, kind of like Paco, who calls into my show. He's Mexican, but he's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm a minority. I could do this kind of thing. He could totally be owning this.
You could get away with it, Chili. You've got that kind of swagger.
Yeah. We're giving you a pass.
Let me put it like this. How do I say that properly? I have a best friend in Nevada who's a black guy, and
I have a best friend.
Yeah, my black friend.
How many best friends do you have, Mike?
Oh, of one of each race.
Well, that's also my favorite. I got lots of favorites.
I have a black best friend, a Hispanic best friend, a Chinese best friend.
I have a black best friend in Nevada.
I have a best friend in Nevada who's a black guy, and we were going to go to 7-Eleven and go get some cookies and some brownies and some milk and really kind of just go through it, right?
And definitely not 40s.
Eat our feelings away.
Yes. Me and my black friends, we don't buy blunts and 40s when we go to 7-Eleven. That's what you're thinking.
Chili and this guy are laying on their tummies with their feet up in the air, talking about boys.
I think I'm going to have one more Oreo. You've already had 2.
Oh,
you are so bad, Chili.
And we went out to his car, and it was like 12 o'clock, 12:30 at night. And he said, let's go get in. And I said, no. Give me the keys. He said, why are you going to take the keys? I said, let me drive, because if you drive your car to 7-Eleven, we are much more likely to be pulled over than if I drive your car to 7-Eleven. And he looked at me and he said, you're right. And he gave me the keys.
That's a non-story.
It really is. Well, first of all, he's probably leaving out 12:30 at night. They were probably drunk or high or something.
Yes. Right. Like I personally, and listen, I'm not black, but when I get in my car to go somewhere, I'm not thinking I'll probably get pulled over, or I might get pulled over, or there's a possibility I get pulled over. I never get pulled over. So
Right.
I don't think about these things.
The black guy wasn't thinking that.
No.
The black guy was like, I'm going to get in the car and drive to the store. And Chili was like, not with that skin, you're not, pal.
But yeah, I love the idea that nothing happened in this story. Absolutely nothing. But the black guy goes, yeah, you drive because I might get pulled over. As if the black guy hasn't been told all his life that driving while black is dangerous.
I disagree that nothing happened. What happened is they stopped a definite shooting from happening. They went to the store.
True.
They went to the store unimpeded, and no one died.
Yep. They definitely would have shot first, asked questions second.
Yeah.
A black guy driving to 7-Eleven. How dare he? Not in this country. All right.
This episode, to me, the reason I found it interesting is that I didn't realize he has a little Daniel Alexander in him, where he'll tell stories, or maybe more woke Chad, where he'll tell these nothing stories and be like, "Right, I'm a hero." Isn't that crazy?
God, I have a story coming up from woke Chad. Yeah, I know. It's just not everything that's happening in your life is interesting. Not all of it is content. I would say a good 99.99% of what I do in my life, I never talk about on a show.
Correct.
It's not that interesting. All right. This is Mike. You just wrote, he lost me.
I don't quite follow this. What he's doing here. This string of logic.
I'm lost on this one too.
A picture of your driver's license will do. Let me ask you guys a question. Pretty pale, right? Pretty pale, aren't I? Pretty pale. Why do I have a fake Denzel Washington license so that I can reach out to the black community the best that I can?
What?
He's showing off this fake driver's license that's Denzel Washington. Why do I have that? So
he has that we were all going to know. I'm pretty pale, right? Then you tell me why I have a Denzel Washington license. I don't have any fucking idea, man.
Yeah, you tell me, Chili. I don't know. What is that about? Well, so I can reach out to the black community. I mean, you could do that without that license, but okay.
No, you go to a black person, you're like, hey, this is what I look like. They're like, but I'm
like,
making that shoe.
They're like, no, that's a movie star. He's like in tons of movies. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't get it.
To teach them this one thing, you have to have at least a photocopy of your license front and back, because if you don't, they're going to hurt you. I bought this.
This is another thing. This is another fucking thing. This guy, he goes, you should have a photocopy of your license. Is it that difficult to just have your license? It's in my wallet. I have it on me at all times.
Life's so busy. Sometimes you forget to grab your license and you're like, let me grab the photocopy.
I was going to say, isn't having a photocopy just as difficult as having your license with you?
Yeah. Every day I leave my house without my wallet. But I do have my trusty printed piece of paper.
Front and back, because if you don't, they're going to hurt you. I bought this on Hollywood Boulevard. I took the 10 minutes it took to go down to FedEx office and get it laminated. I do it every 6 months with my own insurance registration, proof of driver's license.
You give your insurance card?
The only thing I can think of is that he was showing black people, he's like, hey, you need your license. Here's an example. Here's my license.
Mm-hmm.
And these black people were like, what? What's a license? And then eventually, after enough rejection, he was like, let me show you a picture of Denzel Washington's license. And they were like, oh, now I understand.
I thought only white people had that, but you're saying Denzel has one? Then I should probably get one too. Okay.
Oh, that's a black license. Now I know
No,
what
it's
you're
making
talking about.
sense.
Yeah.
So that's Chili DeCastro still hawking the trifold.
Yeah, that's what he's been up to. He's not as many videos going up to cops and bothering them. No update on the board game, but he is still selling trifolds.
Well, now he's doing the laziest thing you can do, which is just watching cop cam footage and responding to it. And you can also see that on the Creep Off tomorrow on our bonus show. I'll be playing Carl's cop cam when we do our bonus show at noon.
That's what Chili should be doing, is that you go to his Patreon and you vote, hey, who's the winner this week? The cop that shot this young black man, or the guy who has the knee on his neck?
Right. Make it a contest.
Yeah.
Brando 807 $2 says, came over from the latest Why Are You Laughing to watch you boys live.
Thank you, Brando.
Yes, Mike. This is Mike's second podcast of the day.
Yes, I'll be doing a third.
Whoa. That seems like a lot. Oh, that's right. You're teaming up with Lucy, right?
Yes, we're talking about you and all the things you can't talk about.
Yes, talking about the LOL suit with Stuttering John. Lucy Does Dabbleverse special edition, because the venue has been changed. They're taking our LOL suit out of Manhattan and bringing it to my hometown of Rochester.
Home field advantage. Of course, Lady K needed it.
I can't wait to watch that tonight. I'm always excited to see Lucy's take on what's going on with the LOL suit. So I think that's 6 p.m. Eastern on Once Over with Kaylee.
Correct.
Cayley, as she would tell you. All right, let's head over to TikTok, see what's going on over there.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
I just have one video from Woke Chad, because I watch a lot of his stuff, and Bob Weir passed away, and so he sang a song on his piano for that.
What a tribute.
I know. He was wearing a Sabres shirt, so I was fine with it. So I couldn't make fun of him for that one.
I think you're kind of numb to it now. You're like, so obviously he sang a song on his piano.
I know. It's just like, okay, whatever. He sang Knocking on Heaven's Door and told a story about... I know. It's so annoying.
I gotta go watch that now.
I hate it. I hate it so much. So anyway, I was watching a bunch of Woke Chad. And what he does, we found out last week, that his mission is to take mundane incidents that happen in life and let us know so that we can appreciate humanity and maybe be kinder to each other and blah, blah, blah. This incident that happened at Aldi's to him, I don't know that it needed to be reported on. I'm just going to go ahead and say, maybe some days go by and you have nothing to report on your TikTok. Woke Chad.
This is for the guy that I saw getting out of his pickup truck when I pulled into this parking lot. His red pickup truck with the dualies. This is for the guy who was standing next to it in his tan coveralls that were dirty from work and boots that were the same. The guy who straightened his collar and pushed his shoulders back before he started walking slowly across the parking lot. This is for the guy who moved to the right to get a cart and slide through the doors and pick up one of those paper flyers that tell folks what the deals are today. This is for the guy who moved that cart over to the left where the potatoes were and got a plastic bag and started looking over the potatoes meticulously, each one, and slowly putting them into the bag. And this is for the guy who pushed forward from there and saw on the right someone with a cart that was crooked in the aisle, someone paying no attention to their surroundings. And for this guy, I just want to say, I saw you in that moment. Look over your shoulder, pay attention to your surroundings, your head on a swivel, one of the most rare things these days. You saw me trying to get through and you moved your cart over. And I just want to say thank you. You almost got a hug.
What?
This is
a guy was trying to get out of people's way at the grocery store. And John's take on it was, dude, that was amazing. I almost gave you a big hug watching that happen.
Can you imagine if you just moved out of someone's way and they're like, get over here, brother. Come here.
I saw that. I saw they're just like, am I being punked or something? Is there a camera somewhere?
Stranger?
Get the fuck away from me, you asshole. So yeah, not everything's a story there. John, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
And why was every little detail like he looked at his potatoes? Why was every little detail part of that? Probably because it wasn't a story.
If this guy in the pickup truck were to see this TikTok, he'd be like, "Hey, creep! I don't think you're staring at me while I'm shopping.
You were watching me the whole time."
Yeah, I assume that when I'm analyzing the potatoes I'm going to buy, that no one's staring at me. Is that a weird assumption to make? Fucking weirdo. Let's check in on our favorite Tourette's girl.
I fucked your mom. You're done. You're done. Uppercut, chicken and crackers. Want it up? I'm gonna need you to put the ranch down.
Of course, Baylen Dupree is a big star now with her reality show in the second season. Maybe it's over with. I don't know. I'm not watching. Not the point. The point is, she is going to show us how to make a homemade beverage that you can purchase at 7 Brew. Are you familiar with 7 Brew?
I don't believe I am, no.
I'm not either. But 7 Brew is a coffee shop, and I was looking at their website because I've never been there before. And I guess Baylen's a big fan of the coffee shop. They have these energy drinks that you can buy at 7 Brew. And they're just like flavored, I guess, carbonated beverages. And so she's going to show us how you can make one of those at home on your own.
Hi everybody, this is my favorite at-home 7 Brew drink that you can make as well. This is everything that you'll need. You'll need both syrups, either sugar-free or regular, coconut and dick, coconut and strawberry. You'll need a Red Bull, sugar-free or not, half and half, half dick, half half little dick, half big dick. God damn, new year, new dick, god damn. And a cup of...
Hold on a second. New year, new dick is a new one, by the way. That's a fun one.
I always tell people I'm half big dick, half little dick. It's just I show little dick.
Okay.
Prominent gene that came through.
I see. So what you're saying is half the time you have a boner.
Yeah. It's like being mixed race, you know?
Well, I'm just, I would think that like you can't be half big dick, half little dick. You'd have to be like 3/4 big dick, 1/4 little dick. I don't know. I can't do the math on my head.
It's Baylen's theory. So
let's get back to it.
Ice with a spoon to stir it.
She's pouring the Red Bull in. A whole can of Red Bull into this cup with ice in it. Okay.
And now we're going to get into pumps. You can do this however you like. However, I like about 3 pumps of each. Tippy tippy tap that wiener, tap the rotisserie chicken in both of them. And then I just add a splash of cream. Splash and half, sorry. Now we're gonna... It should kind of look like a pink drink, but it's not. It's better. Cheers! wish that I lived next to a 7 Brew. God, they'd see me every day. God damn!
Mike, what the fuck is going on here? She just took Red Bull, poured more whatever syrup she's pouring into it, coconut and watermelon or whatever, making it even sweeter than a Red Bull is. And then pouring some half and half and calling that a beverage?
And if she's making it, what is 7 Brew? I assume 7 Brew is like a Starbucks or something.
Yeah, I would assume that too. I would assume that it's more than just a Red Bull.
Why does
with some
why
more
does she
sweeteners.
have to make it?
Well, she says she doesn't live near a 7 Brew.
Oh, I see. So she's making her own version of that drink.
That's the problem, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm blown away by this idea that she's got, I'm sorry, it's coconut and strawberry syrups that she's squirting into a Red Bull and calling that some type of drink. Like I realize this generation doesn't drink alcohol. That's a thing.
Yeah.
But are they all just like caffeine freaks?
I guess. You got to tweak on something, I suppose.
Yeah, right. I guess. All right.
I've had Red Bulls like just to stay up if I need to stay up late or something, but I've never thought like, boy, this drink could really use a Red Bull in it. That's what it's missing.
Well, the Red Bull is the base, though. I mean, the Red Bull is
even worse
most of the drink.
Even worse.
Yes, I know. That's what I mean. All right. More importantly, let's find out about Baylen being multilingual. She's going to explain this to us.
Okay, this is going to set my tics off, but I get tons of questions about my French tic. That's not even French. It's French and Spanish. Je m'appelle puta, oui, poisson. Ni hao, guten tag. I know a lot of different languages, but only certain phrases from those languages. So
That's not how knowing languages works. I've memorized sounds that go together, and people in foreign countries would recognize that as a sentence.
Yeah,
So
with that logic, everyone's multilingual. Bonjour.
Exactly. Yes.
Look at me.
Taco, spaghetti. Yeah, exactly.
example, je m'appelle puta, oui, poisson. God damn! Karl! Means my name is. I'm also drinking C4 Strawberry Blast. Blast that dick off.
Another fucking energy drink. This woman's a monster.
I gotta say, for Monster in particular, blast your dick off is the slogan they've been looking for. Fantastic branding.
Yes. She should be the spokesperson. Blast your dick off. Tap that rotisserie chicken.
Blast your dick off.
My name is Puta. Whore. My name is Whore. That's what it means.
I like it.
Je m'appelle puta, oui, poisson. Yes, croissant. My name is Baylen. My name is Whore. Sorry. My name is Whore. Yes, croissant. Because that makes total sense. Yeah. That's my tic. And if you're asking where it came from, I took French in high school, and the only thing I learned from French is Je m'appelle Baylen, which is my name is Baylen, and glace, which is ice cream. So that's about it. And
Should learn about the bibliothèque? I feel like that's all I learned in French.
Isn't that Spanish? Biblioteca?
Probably. I don't fucking know.
And then me and Colin watched this cartel show on Netflix. And New Year, new dick. And they called each other putas a lot. So, je m'appelle puta, oui, poisson. That's where it came from. Okay.
Great explanation, Baylen. Thank you for that. I do like the origin stories of the tics.
Yeah.
You know, behind the music.
Yeah, I've heard her say that. I've bobbed my head to it 1,000 times, but I never really knew what it meant.
Why are we tapping this rotisserie chicken, Baylen? Explain this to me. Real quick.
Yay, super chats.
Destriga is coming up big for us over on supertip.gg/WATP.
That was a complete lie. I made that up. I'm really a reverse racist, which is basically just being racist. Everyone gets shit on by the cops.
Hola gringos, Destriaga never gets bothered by the cops. He's a black Puerto Rican that drives all the time. I'm more afraid of all the tequila he likes to drink at almuerzo.
Oh, now we have Slobbering Juan commenting on the super tipper himself.
Oh, interesting.
That's interesting. Now we're getting some insight into the person who's paying for the...
He makes a
super
good
tip.
point, too. It is oddly racist to be like, no, black man. You're not allowed
Right.
to drive.
Dude, first off, we'll probably get in a car accident because you suck at driving. But secondly, if the cops see you, it's going to be a real
Never
problem
good,
for both of us. Yes. Honestly, I think the police, especially in Las Vegas, know Chili better than anyone else.
Oh, yes.
They know he's a problem. If they see him out there, like, oh, what's this asshole doing?
Yeah, I gotta say, if I'm a cop in Nevada, though, I'm like, Chili's driving, speed, go ahead, go 90. I
That's
don't care.
true. Yeah, you don't want to deal with it.
Get out of my hair.
Whole fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
What's going on with Dat Phan? He's always posting fun stuff on TikTok. Let's see what he's up to.
He sure is.
I feel died in the middle of her laugh. That's an open mic laugh right there. Like you got stabbed while you're laughing, right? You know you go to too many open mics where you crack a joke and you do the punchline and somebody goes, ha! Ah! It's like Thundercats, ho! Ah! I feel like
Dat Phan is now going to open mics or calling the shows he does open mics.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's familiar with is open mic comedy, yes.
Wouldn't that be...
I wouldn't use that word. It's supposed to be Dat Phan and Friends.
Wouldn't that be a little humiliating 30 years into comedy? To be like, hey, I know a fellow open micer when I see one.
At least he got the audio figured out on this one. It's all fucking overmodulated. You hear two people laughing in the crowd.
It's nice. I believe at the beginning there, you might think he's cursing or something because there's a bleep.
Mm-hmm.
He bleeps out the comedian's name that he's talking about, so she doesn't get that Dat Phan bump.
Oh, smart. Yeah. This is going on his social media. He doesn't want to promote people if they don't deserve it.
She's not ready for the cavalcade of followers she's about to get.
Mike, you've seen Dat Phan live. I have to ask you, does he have an act?
You know, now that you mention it, I mean, yes, there were jokes, but there was a lot of like, this guy in the red shirt, he didn't know what he was walking into. Am I right? You seem like a white guy that goes to Starbucks. And the guy, I guess.
That's what I mean. Like every time I watch clips of this guy, I'm like, this guy comes up on stage unprepared.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there really wasn't an act. It was a lot of like bouncing off the crowd. I mean, of course, he goes to the old standards, like my Vietnamese mother. You should have heard what she said. Those are the classics. But
oh, he does do that still.
At least when I saw him, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wow.
That's when you were standing up applauding, I'm sure.
How are you going to fill 40 minutes otherwise?
This is an interesting person on TikTok that was picked up on a subreddit. And I don't know that I've ever met someone like this before. I assume that this is real, just based on what she looks like. But check this out.
Hey guys, I'm inbred, and I just wanted to talk about my experience. No one in school believed me. I also would tell everyone in elementary school because I thought it was cool that my parents were siblings. Until fifth grade, my teacher pulled me aside and she was like, I don't think you should be telling people this. Nothing really bad happened. It's actually like, it's not that common. It takes a long time for like the inbred
not that common
characteristics to start coming out.
What did she say at the end here? It takes a long time.
Long time for like the inbred characteristics to start coming out.
Does she mean generations wise or just like as she gets older? I'm not sure.
The opposite. I think you're retarded right out of the gate, but
no, she's saying, listen, when I fuck my brother and then we have kids and then those kids have kids, that's when it starts getting a little wonky, I think.
Oh, so you get a few freebies.
Well, I mean, let's think about it. There was Adam and Eve, you know? Yeah. Who are their kids?
We're all related in some way. Yeah, that's a good point.
That was from JCOD01. He called that Josaphine dirt.
I don't know why. Like in theory, this shouldn't be any more or less gross. But when she said, I was like maybe a distant cousin or something.
Yeah.
When she was like, "Oh yeah, they're siblings."
Yeah, my parents are siblings. Like, whoa, wow. Christian Blatt. No, that wasn't Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz is not inbred. There was a resemblance, though. I'll give you that. Here's one that came in from Germ. Germ, we talked to at the top of the show, was in the chat with us. And Germ put this into our Discord. This is an adult learning something new. And I always like it when, an adult can be like, holy shit, this thing that I always thought, turns out it's not correct. There's another thing that's going on.
I love being an adult learning new things. Did you know that medicine is not in glasses? I have never worn prescription glasses a day in my life. I've always had 20/20 vision. A lot of the people in my family have and wear glasses. And they always say, oh my gosh, I got to get a new prescription. My medicine ran out and my glasses. Like medicine. I always hear medicine. No! Have you guys seen the eye doctor on here on TikTok who is explaining how glasses work? I am so fascinated. So essentially, eyeglasses are just glasses, like glass that is shaved down to meet the needs of your eyes. The glass is just shaved convexly, or what's the opposite of convex? Concave, convex, or the opposite, whatever. Anyway, the glass is just shaved down in a particular measurement to fit the needs of your eyes. And of course, sunlight, the way light is, comes through that glass to your eyeball, all of that. Like, it's a science, okay? It's a science and it's math. That's the prescription, the shaving. The shaving is the prescription.
Did you know that, Mike?
Well, why am I taking all this fucking medicine? It hasn't been working, but
you're just shoving pills into your eyeballs. This prescription isn't working at all, Doc.
Where is she hearing? If the dumbest version of myself can understand, okay, prescription. She thought they were being prescribed something.
Yeah.
She said, I keep hearing medicine. Where is she hearing that?
Well, I don't want to have to be the one to tell you this. She's a black woman. Anyway, moving on.
Well, don't drive, sweetheart. That's all I can tell you. Even if your glasses are on.
I am blown away. And do you know when people I got to refill my prescription on my glasses? That just means that your eyes adjusted to that shaving. Your eyes, for over time, it becomes immune to it. Just like our eyes and our bodies become immune to other things.
Not quite.
So your eyes is like, actually, I can't see out this glass anymore. It's been too long. So your eye doctor has to then give you a new prescription, aka shave the glass in a different way to meet the new needs of your new eyes or your current eyes that need new vision prescription. I'm so blown away.
Imagine being that stupid, learning about this and be like, oh God, there's no medicine in glasses. Well, yeah, of course there's no medicine in glasses. They're just glass. And then going, I have to make a TikTok video about
I have to alert the others.
Yeah, there's so many people who have no idea that's what's going on. And listen, we've all believed dumb shit in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
If I believed, like, for example, my buddy Drew Lane talks about how when he was a little kid, he thought Mount Rushmore was a natural occurrence in nature. He's like, the way the wind blew through there.
Well, what are the odds?
It's just naturally formed 4 presidents. Or at least resembled 4 presidents.
I have a friend that I told I went to college like 45 minutes away from the town we grew up in.
Okay.
And it's slightly further west in Western Mass, like barely, I think, on a map. But I told him, he looked at his phone and he said, like, oh, it's only 8:15 or whatever. And I said, oh, you're a half hour behind. You're probably on East Long Meadow time still. And he said, what are you talking about? And I said, Westfield is like 45 minutes later than East Long Meadow. And he goes, no, it's not. I go, what do you think? It just jumps 3 hours from here to California?
Oh, that's hilarious. Holy shit. That'd be a lot of math people would have to do. How old were you? 24?
18, 17.
Oh, shit. I was making a joke.
No, no, we were in college. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, everyone has their blind spots.
Yeah.
And what you don't do is when you find out how dumb you are is to go on the internet and be like, hey, listen to all you other dummies who are just like me.
Yeah, well, how is there no one in our
thing.
life that impeded that? That do you believe that glasses aren't medicine? And it's like, oh, no, what are you talking about?
You better tell the masses about this. This is true. That's wild. All right. I have a very special presentation for you today, Mike. I'm excited to present this to you. Empty Daily, who is here in the chat, I've seen him lurking around, went to go see Joe Matarese perform stand-up after Christmas.
Joe.
And he went ahead and set up his camera and filmed it for us. And I'm not going to play you his stand-up. I want to play you a special moment that happened in this show.
All right.
One unique to this show. Now, Empty Daily writes, I do have to admit there's about 1,000 people there, but he was doing some fundraiser for Camden County College and something with Camden County Catholic High School. So there's some unique angles there where he had, probably people who are involved in charities going out to the show or something like that.
All right.
But at the end of his comedy set, listen to this transition into what he's going to do next.
All right, folks. Well, I've been up here a long time, and I wanted to try something different to end the set with tonight. If you guys saw the little thing that was shining during your walk-in, I don't know what you call that. What's that called when you walk in pre-show? Pre-show. You came in, you saw something posted where I said, if you want to request an old bit, say your name and where you're from, and request the bit, and send it to my email. And a bunch of you did it, and I picked about 4 different ones. I'm going to put it on the screen right now here. See if I can work my phone. I am 58.
Okay. So Empty Daily sent me a photo of what it looked like when he walked in, and there's this giant screen behind the stage that's pulled down and a projector that shows, the Joe Matarese that's in the Wooter tour with his dumb face that he's been using to promote this thing.
Yeah.
But the text on this says, tonight, comedian Joe Matarese will be performing his new hour of stand-up titled It's in the Wooter. Want to hear an old bit of Joe? Email your request now, include your first and last name, to matarese67@gmail.com, and he will incorporate it into tonight's performance.
I would just ask for like Little Miss Muffet or 7 Dirty Words.
Yeah. Go with someone else's
words.
Yeah. What about buying bread for a duck? You got that one? Dude, imagine Joe Matarese thinking that people know his old bits.
And it's crazy, right? Again, especially at a benefit. Like he was trying to sell tickets, so there must be some Matarese heads out there.
Sure.
But like, I've been following Joe Matarese a long time. I know mullets and mixtapes. I was gonna say I don't know the names. I know the names of his specials only because of Porcelain.
Right.
I know they're called like Fixing Joe and Medicated or whatever the fuck they are.
Sure,
But like
his bits.
Yeah, I don't know his bits.
Brian Regan did a thing when I saw him where he literally at the end, he's like, all right, is there anything you guys want to hear? And people yelled out stuff. And he's just like, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I almost forgot that when he did it. But Brian Regan is a prolific stand-up that's been doing this for decades and people know his fucking bits.
Brian Regan does that because if he doesn't, people will go, the big yellow one is the sun. And he has to go at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has to say that to keep them at bay because people love his old bits so much.
Yes. So for Joe Matarese to have a thing up that says, email me what bit you want me to do. And this couldn't have gone better. I love what happens in all of this. It's actually going to lead into what you pulled from TikTok, which is fantastic. And again, thanks to Empty Daily for finding this because Joe's always looking for feedback and audience participation. He can't help himself.
Clap if you sent an email.
Clap if you sent an email.
He knows how many emails he got. Why would he do that?
I have no idea. He even said, I've already picked like 3 or 4 or whatever he said he was going to do. But it's like, how many people are just like, yeah, I sent an email? Like that's so weird to do that. Okay, so what happens is, as you know, he has to capture everything for social media. Now, I reported when we went and saw Joe Matarese at the Comedy Club here in Rochester, he was spending the time during the opener setting up his tripod on a table in the back with his camera and positioning it and just like being very distracting for this poor woman's set because he has to capture his set in case something happens. And he did post stuff from that weekend in Rochester. In case something happens spontaneously, he needs to capture that and post it. So in this scenario, he actually brings a videographer who's going to help him. Now, not only do you send an email to Joe, but then when he picks your email, you have to raise your hand so the videographer can find you and then film you as he reads your request and interacts with you.
Oh, everything is so exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
Where's the camera guy? Give him a nice round of applause. He's from New Brunswick, New Jersey. There he is! The legend. He's going to come over. This is big for social media. If you did make a request, kind of hold your hand up. He'll come over to you, give us a little lighting, and give us where you're from and your name, your number, and your address. Okay. First one I see here is Kelly French. Did I say that right?
So he's literally, could you imagine, like, you're like, oh, yeah, I'd love to see him do this bit. You send him an email on your phone while you're waiting. And then it's like, oh, I didn't know I was going to be called out, and now I have to interact with this asshole.
Yeah,
as
and
part of
the
the
idea
show.
of filming it like it's your child on Christmas morning opening his toys. Like, I want to
Right.
I want to see your reaction when I do the bit.
All right, so then he brings his opener up, and the opener's job is to go out into the crowd and interview the person that he's talking to, bring the mic out to this person.
What did you think when you heard that bit? I laughed.
Yeah. Why did you pick this bit? I guess I thought it's a good one. I don't know. I'm regretting it now.
Put her on mic here. Give it up for John, the opening act tonight from College Representative. By the way, in my younger days when I was a single comedian, I would never have a better looking guy go before me. That shows I'm a happily married guy. I'm like, yeah, that'll be fine.
So apparently his opener's hot, according to Joe.
Nice.
Real piece of ass, this guy who opened up for him. Good to know.
It's important to get the ladies wet in the charity event.
Yep.
Like a nice, younger, good-looking guy going before me. That's cool. Bastard. All right, put her on mic. This is Kelly Finch. How are you, Kelly? Where are you from, Kelly?
I'm from Bloomsburg, but my husband is from North Woodstock.
What? Oh, look at that. That's South Jersey right there. She didn't even say the town. She said the street. That's the street I grew up on, everybody. Woodstock Drive. Yeah. What's your name? Do I know you?
I don't think I knew your brother.
You knew my brother?
Jesus Christ. Mike, it's everything we've been making fun of with his TikTok for months now. We're just like, what does he do? He's getting down to street level and people you knew and their names. And then you go to his comedy show and it's literally the same thing.
Do I know you?
Where are you from? Woodstock Drive. That's where I grew up. Yeah, I know. We're all your class of 83. That's who we are.
Act like you've been there, Joe. These people are calling out your bits. Don't be like, do I know you? No, they're fans. Pretend they're fans.
It's hilarious. But we're already down to street names with this. Like we've been trying to wrap our minds around like what is Joe's target audience? What is he going for here?
This is the culmination of it.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. If you're from South Jersey, outside of Philadelphia, not any part of South Jersey, like a very specific Cherry Hill area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is hilarious because think about this. He's playing in a theater.
Yeah.
You would think people would travel in from various places to come see a comedy show at this theater. And we get real specific.
Winter Ford. I said winter, didn't I? Winter Ford and Vito's Pizza. Shout out to Vito's. The owner, I don't think, made it.
Massachusetts, where I live, is a smaller state than New Jersey.
Yes.
And if a comedian came to town and was like, hey, give it up for DiNardo's in East Longmeadow, people would be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
All right. So I have a question for you because we're going to hear Vito's come up again on his TikTok. Is Vito's the same place where if you bought a ticket to his comedy show, you got a coupon?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I think so. So are these actual fans of his TikTok? There's like, oh, Vito's, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is, maybe.
I got a Stromboli because I went to see this guy back in November.
He's mentioning the TikTok pizza place.
I don't think made it tonight. We had a big family commitment. Are you here, Johnny? No, he's not.
Oh, I don't know if you caught the end there because the audio is a little wonky, but at the end, he's like, yeah, the owner is supposed to be down here. Johnny, you here, Johnny? I guess he's not here.
The doors swing open and shut.
It's like, Jesus Christ. We're getting down to shout out to Vito's and his Johnny the owner here. What a wild stand-up show this is. If I was there, I'd be looking around like, what is happening? Which I think is what Empty Daily was doing, which is why he filmed this and sent it to us. It's crazy. All right, so this is great because remember, the request is supposed to be a stand-up bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a new hour, but he wants to know what the stand-up bit you want to hear. Check this out.
Winterford and Vito's Pizza and said that my husband did grow up between Winterford and Vito's. Ha ha ha. He grew up on North Woodstock Drive. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can do this. This wasn't a stand-up bit you're requesting. This was just me talking on the internet, basically talking into the camera, saying how when I grew up in Cherry Hill, did you go through this too? I was embarrassed to live in Brookfield, Glenview. Did you go through that?
Yes.
Yes, because everybody we went to high school with lived in Woodcrest.
Dude, is this insane?
He is the belle of the ball in New Jersey, in southern New Jersey.
Mike, I see his TikToks. They get like 12 likes at best.
They're all
videos.
there.
And no one's watching these videos except for you and me on Who Are These Socials. And he gets a request. The first request he gets is a TikTok video he made. He's like, well, this isn't even a stand-up bit. But I did talk about this place when I was there and talking to the owner once.
Talk about the hardware store you used to go to.
It's crazy.
They love it.
Did you go through that?
Yes.
Yes, because everybody we went to high school with lived in Woodcrest, specifically in Country Club Drive.
Country Club Drive. The way he said it, too. Those snotty motherfuckers.
That is so how they were. He nailed it. I gotta say, though, it is kind of for a mass. So the town I grew up in, we also had a Country Club Drive, and that is so them. So like,
so you can relate on this one.
Not far off.
You're on board. Okay, good. Yeah, they got a good pop from the audience right there.
In Country Club Drive. It's like Beverly Hills 902 when I was
That is the song from Beverly Hills 90210. That's good. Good stuff, Joe.
But they're loving it. He is not bombing with this stuff. He's not eating it up.
Mike, I'm not making fun of him for the reaction he's getting. I'm making fun of the crowd for reacting this way.
It's ridiculous, but it's working. I think Joe finally found something.
I don't know that you could grow this into anything bigger than this, but yeah, sure.
You do quarterly shows in this town in New Jersey.
One more clip I have from this, and listen to how he finishes this whole thing up. This is amazing.
It's between Winterford and Vito's. That's what it's like. You can smell Molina coffee. Well, give it up. Give it up. Thank you for requesting that. Did I do it justice? Kelly. You got Dawn Poole. Dawn Poole.
That went so well.
Dawn Poole, where are you? She's in the cheap seats.
Yeah, you're really famous here. I'm on the move. This is hilarious.
So this is what he does at the end of his act. People email him, and no one knows his old bits, which is a crazy thing to even say.
Right.
It's such a like you're not Andrew Dice Clay. no one's even your greatest hits. It's so fucking wild.
He should do that. Would be a funny bit actually if he did other comedians' bits at the end.
Yes. James Q Legend says, "Could we do a fundraiser to get Mike to walk again?" Mike walks.
Get me to walk?
I think Mike walks. I think you can walk, right, Mike?
I can, yes.
Okay, good. There's no evidence of it, but no, No, I've actually seen Mike hobble around
using both legs.
Using both legs in a theater in Boston. So I do know that that is a thing that he can do and does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is wild because so Empty Daily, thanks again for going to the show, recording it. What a weird way to end a comedy show. And you happened to send me this week Joe Matarese clips from his TikTok.
Yeah, I had no idea.
From a different venue. This is not the same show.
Oh, okay.
This is not the same show, but it sure seems like it is.
That's great. I just assumed, I was like, oh, what are the odds? This guy covered the same show he just posted clips of.
Maybe it is, but this room looks a lot smaller. This is a theater that they're in this. We're looking at a different vantage point, so maybe it's the same show. But yeah, listen to this. This is from his TikTok.
My first question was, being a Cherry Hillian, did you grow up on the poor side or the rich side?
Oh, I used to be embarrassed, even though now it's not as poor as it was. It's that it used to seem like to me, because I lived in this neighborhood, and when you would tell people from Cherry Hill,
was it Woodcrest?
no, that's what's funny. When you grew up in Cherry Hill, everybody was from Woodcrest.
Yes.
That was known as where all the rich people were. So if you weren't from there, they didn't know where it was, and then you would feel so awkward. And you would just give vague coordinates. They would go, where? And I would go, between Vito's and Winter Ford. That's what I would say. And then just make them figure it out. You know, there was...
Dude, it's literally the same milestones, like the same places he was explaining in the other stand-up that we just saw.
I think one guy's losing his mind.
Winter Ford? Come on, really?
Fuck you, Winterford.
There's no between Vito's and Winter Ford. That's what I would say. And then just make them figure it out. You know, there was no like map quest back then. I'm like somewhere near the 295 exit. All right, I could smell Melita coffee from my neighborhood.
It was the same joke. Smell Melita coffee. We used the same joke at this other thing. And people love it. They're like, "Holy shit, Melita Coffee! I remember that place."
It is a different set, though, right? That's not the same way he said it.
It's not. It's a different venue, different show.
That's crazy.
Is that amazing?
In the town.
So I was thinking about this, like when people come to Rochester and perform stand up, we do have like Nick Tahoe's is a well-known restaurant. It's where the garbage plate came from. Rochester's known for the garbage plate, Nick Tahoe's. And so the comedians will come in and they'll be like, yeah, I went to Nick Tahoe's today to get a garbage plate. And every time I roll my eyes and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go use the bathroom because he does his fucking Nick Tahoe's routine.
But I bet it gets a good reaction from the others, right?
It gets a decent reaction. I just can't imagine these fucking New Jerseyers who are so goddamn excited to hear about Vito's Pizza and Winter's Ford.
He's the king of Cherry Hill. They get him and they love him.
It's insane to me. It's working for him. Somehow it's working. So I can't knock him. Here's another
We
TikTok.
carry Joe out on their shoulders after this.
Yeah. Here's another TikTok he put out.
So this is what I do as an encore since you guys gave me that standing ovation.
He's good.
Sometimes I have super fans in the audience. This guy is, because he follows me. I'm pretty sure I follow you back, right? I follow my fans back. You follow me, I'll follow you back.
That is, by the way, to your point before, like the same with the, send me one of my classic bits.
Yeah.
Calling them super fans. You know what I mean? Like I have people that have been on my Patreons. Like my guy, Chef Lewis is a guy. He's always been around, very supportive. He's a super fan of mine. He's just a nice guy, supportive guy.
Yeah, right. We've had people on the Patreon since day one. I've never called someone a super fan.
Super fans.
It's so weird.
Follow you back. Now, I sound like Sean Connery. Remember that? She slaps me, I slap her back.
I'm surprised they get that one. Sean Connery, to my knowledge, not from New Jersey.
Okay, that's where you're going with that. Who's the Sean Connery fellow you're talking about? Yeah. Did he hang out at Vito's or?
That's you'll hear someone like lean over to their wife. Must be a Vito's regular. I don't get it.
Sir, do you have a request?
I'd like to hear about your times growing up in Cherry Hill, going into Ashanti.
Oh, Ashanti, I thought you were going to say something different.
There's literally people, and Mike, we've been joking about this for a long time now, where he goes in and he's like, "Hey, do you remember when we used to go to this club on Saturday nights, and we'd drive in this type of car, and we'd show up at this time, the girls would be dressed like that, and we'd be like, who is this for?" There's literally a guy in the front row going, "Oh my God, say that time about Ashanti."
I'm embarrassed that I knew what Ashanti was when he mentioned it.
I'm
from the
embarrassed.
videos.
This is crazy.
Enchante request, ladies and gentlemen.
Applause.
Is Jim Ritchie here? Where is he? Jimmy!
Holy shit, so the owner of Enchante is there at the fucking show?
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
What the fuck is going on here?
Everyone's there in town.
Mike, this isn't like a village in Thailand, right? This is like a city in the United States, right? This is a suburb of Philadelphia we're talking about?
300 person.
What's going on right now?
Oh, they love him though. They can't get enough Matarese.
It's amazing.
More Matarese.
Holy shit. Well, you know what? Just for that, Joe, you get a sticker at the beginning and the end.
Joe.
And in case you're new here, that was Joe's actual theme song to his short-lived podcast.
And now if you're in a certain town in southern New Jersey, you can hear that chanted at night.
Yes.
As a raucous crowd is
during the pandemic, they used to hit the pots and pans in New York City. In southern New Jersey, 7 p.m. every night, everyone just opens the windows up and starts yelling, "Joe, Joe.
Ashanti. Ashanti."
This guy wants to hear about Ashanti. Ah, yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this one.
Unbelievable.
He did it. He found his niche.
I feel like it's not real. You know, like there's movies that try to make you think that there's something happening that can't possibly be happening.
Mm-hmm.
For example, and this is going back a long time, I know there's a new movie out that's similar to this. I've been seeing trailers for it, but it's hard to make a movie about stand-up comedy because it's hard to make stand-up comedy look good and authentic in a movie.
Right.
So there was one with Tom Hanks, and I forget who else was in it.
Oh, yeah, Punchline.
What a garbage movie.
I believe I'd never seen it, but I know they had lockers, like comedy locker room.
What a piece of shit this movie was. Because they had to try to make it look like these stand-ups are crushing it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And their bits are terrible. They're really bad at it. But I feel like I'm in a movie like that where you're like, here's this guy from South Jersey who he sells out theaters for people talking about the local attractions and growing up in the 80s and what it was like to hang out at the donut shop and then go to the pizza place and play at the arcade after that. You're like, there's no way this is an audience for this. There's just no fucking way. But here we are.
There is.
And here we are. Okay. I stayed corrected, everyone. Joe Matarese.
Finest.
I stayed corrected. From America's Got Talent to Vito's Pizza.
Cherry Hills Got Talent.
This man's pulled it all off. We got some voicemails. If you want to leave us a voicemail, go to whoarethese.com. Sally Field was the co-star. Thank you. For some reason, I was thinking Rosie O'Donnell. I'm like, I know it wasn't Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes.
Yeah. Sally Field. What a garbage movie. I haven't seen it since it came out, so maybe it's great.
I'm sure you got better with time. You're a lot better now.
If you want to leave us a voicemail, you can find the phone number at whoarethese.com. Just let us know it's for Who Are These Socials.
It's for Who Are These Socials. I'm not sure if you caught it or if I caught it or if I heard correctly or not. But the black girl Tourette's, when she mentions that she is a black girl, the timing was almost too perfect that there was a smoke alarm chirp.
Oh, boy.
And Blind Mike, just take the advice of Babs Bunny from Tiny Toon Adventures. If you don't know how to whistle, just put your two lips together and blow.
I can't do it.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. I don't remember hearing the chirp, but I believe you, sir.
Someone, I don't, maybe it was the same guy, but someone messaged me the same thing. It was perfect because it was right after we talked about that.
Okay, well, that's funny then. Sometimes this show is funny. Go figure.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl. This is for WATS. So I was listening to the most recent episode with my girlfriend, who's a first-time listener, and she was like, "Is this Mike guy really blind?" And I had to explain to her that he might be faking it, but as far as we know, he is. She wanted to know if he peed sitting down. Of course not. Pees on the shower wall like a real man.
That's true.
Don't call me back.
Okay.
But as we discussed last week, I have been known to pee sitting down at times. If I'm not in a rush, you know.
Yeah, you mentioned that you like to check your phone out for a little while.
Yeah,
while
I'll
you're taking a
scroll.
leak.
See where it goes.
Nothing gay about that. You're probably, you know, I don't know how you look at your phone. I assume like really close to your face. You're probably looking at like super hot chicks and stuff, right?
Definitely.
Boobs.
Definitely.
All right, one more coming in.
Yeah, this is a message for WATS. Please, Karl and Mike, for the love of God, don't play any more fat, disgusting bitches eating on the show. You know, I don't need to hear 15 minutes of it's gross. It's ear rape. I don't need to hear any more of it. Please, just refrain from doing that. So that's it. Love the show. Bye.
So just listen to Trisha Paytas by myself. I can't share it with my buddies.
Oh, that's what he's referring to. I was trying to remember if it was the plus size park hoppers.
No.
Where they're sitting at the benches eating food. But no,
It's
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
right.
Trisha. It was Trisha's announcement that she's running for Congress.
During her mukbang video, yes.
Yeah,
That's right. I forgot. Why not? I heard Joey C. He was on Tukey Soup this past week.
I heard a little of that as well.
He was on a little too long, in my opinion, but whatever. Tukey likes Joey C.
Yeah.
But apparently, I thought Joey C. was all done running for president. Apparently, he's kicking it into overdrive.
Just gearing up.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's what our country needs. You know, I was talking before about celebrity politicians, like Michael Rapaport, how I don't like it. But Joey C. might be the guy we need.
Joey, I'm all right with running. I think he's got some good ideas.
As far as celebrities go, yeah. Mike, you're a celebrity, and people can find you using a website called blindmike.net.
That's right. That's where all my links are. We will be live Sunday talking about Whitney Cummings. I just watched The Fighter and the Kid did some kind of IQ test. So we'll be talking about all kinds of stuff Sunday morning. Wow. So check that out live at 10 a.m. And why are you laughing? We just posted an episode about Carl Pilkington, the great Carl Pilkington of the Ricky Gervais Show and Idiot Abroad, and has sort of a cult following and a very interesting guy. So I enjoyed talking about him. The episode that just went out for free is about Steve Martin's a wild and crazy guy. So check that out as well. And yeah, all those links are at blindmike.net.
Awesome. Well, consider supporting Who Are These Podcasts by going on patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts or going to our YouTube page and becoming a member on there, because behind the paywall, we do bonus episodes 2 every single month. I just did one with my buddy Dick Masterson from The Dick Show, and we do crossover episodes from time to time. We just dropped one the other day where we covered furries who were VTubers, virtual tubers in their furry costumes, talking about gay furry sex. And I got an email from a guy who said, "Hey, I heard the crossover episode. I'm a gay furry. You want me on Who Are These Podcasts?" And I said, "Well, yes, actually I do." So hopefully we'll get some more information. I had a lot of questions.
Another Carl interview. This is where we're going to find out furry sex is actually the best way to do it. And this guy's just really cool.
I'll be converted by the end. I'm like ordering a suit as we're talking. I'm like, so this is the best website to get one from? Yeah, I think I could be a fox. Yeah, that looks good. Sure.
Oh, very nice. I'll be interested to hear that. I'm curious what makes these people tick.
Later on this month, we've been doing the Living in the Past series with Stuttering John. We go back to Stuttering John's podcast from 2017 and 2018 before the Dabbleverse existed. And so we'll be doing another bonus show, listening to old episodes of Stuttering John. We just did one. We listened to the first episode of Opie Radio from 2018 when he first started this podcast. So all of that is available on patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts. You get the whole back catalog of all of the old episodes that we've done. Thank you so much for supporting Who Are These Socials. And Mike, I think it's time to sign off, my friend.
Have the day you deserve, everybody.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials.
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Karl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?